Chris Abel is our tech expert, and he joins us once again this morning with some really interesting stories. One about surveillance that's coming up in just a bit. Good morning to you, Chris. How are you?
Oh, good morning. I'm fine.
We've got so much to get to, but we're starting things off with these, and I'm looking at the price of these headphones. You have to explain to me. Apple has launched the AirPod Max 2 headphones, and they're super expensive. What's going on here, Chris?
So these are the over-the-ear headphones that you normally put on. And yes, they are $800, of course, very stylish from Apple.
Yeah.
What's new is that they've got better battery life. They also have better audio algorithms for things like noise canceling, which you kind of expect. There's no artificial intelligence yet, but there are three interesting features. One is that when you're connecting with Siri, you can hear Siri talk to you, but if you don't want to actually say anything, because people could overhear that, the headphones will now detect your head movements.
Really?
You can simply nod yes to Siri or shake your head no to Siri.
Oh, my
that
goodness.
way you can kind of connect with her. They also have remote control for your phone. So now you can set up your phone and you can use your headphones to activate taking a photograph or recording a video.
Really?
I guess that's kind of helpful. And then finally, because the headphones do have a microphone, they can record your voice for making phone calls and things like that. Apple is saying, no, they're not pushing it as a major feature, but they're saying that if you want, you can actually use it to record podcasting. So I don't know, would using your headphones to record a radio show be worthwhile? Let me know.
I know. I mean, we'll let other people test out that technology first, and then we'll gather the information. We'll let other people be the guinea pigs. But $800, you think it's worth it?
It's hard to say. It's interesting that people are willing to pay more for over-the-ear headphones rather than earbuds.
Okay, so this next story is interesting because we're discussing something called, we know the term surveillance, but what is sense surveillance?
So when a crime is committed and the police arrive to process the crime scene, it's not just fingerprints and DNA that they're collecting, but now they're collecting the tech version of fingerprints. So they're coming in, and the devices that we now carry are constantly leaving signals and recording the movements that we have. For example, there was a bank robber who got away, but because the police could go in and connect with the cell phone company and get a record of every phone that was pinging the cell tower from within the bank, they eliminated all the staff, they eliminated the customer. They had one cell phone signal left over, and they said, that's our guy. And they just showed up at his house and arrested him.
Wow.
A really fun example is a woman in Florida got into a car accident and simply irresponsibly tried to drive away. However, her car had an onboard computer system, detected the crash, and immediately connected her to 911, which led to this rather awkward conversation.
This is 911. You've been involved in an accident?
No.
Well, your car called into us because it said you've been involved in an accident. Are you sure everything's okay?
No, I'm fine.
Okay, ma'am, what's going on?
Everything is fine. The guy that hit me, he did not turn.
Okay, so you have been involved in an accident?
No, I haven't.
Did another car hit your car?
No.
Did you hit a car?
No, I didn't.
That is, in other words, busted. You're busted.
Totally, because of course the 911 call, the car had sent over her name, her address, all of her information. So again, the police just showed up at her home and arrested her for doing a hit and run.
I mean, it's interesting to stop crime, but the potential for Big Brother is in there somewhere as well. Okay, we got to talk about the game Crimson Desert. I'm reading your notes, and it's so hilarious because you send these photos, and I'm just looking at this picture of a cat. What is going on?
This is amazing. So Crimson Desert is the big launch game this week. Everybody's talking about it. It's a fantasy adventure game. You're running around swords and dealing with, all sorts of bad guys. What is surprising, they didn't promote this as a feature, but fans have found out that as you roam around, you're going to the villages and you're talking to people, if you encounter a cat, you can stop and pet the cat, but you can also pick up the cat. And people have been entertained by the fact that you can then continue walking around holding the cat caressing it in your arms, and then continue playing the game. So you're going on completing tasks, and you still have this cat in your arms. And this has entertained people just amazingly. I'm surprised this hasn't happened. I mean, we've had over 30 years of video games, and no one ever thought to do this. There have been games where you pet the dog or you pet animals, but to actually walk around with a cat in your arms, it's been very entertaining.
And this is specific to cat people. You guys are a different breed of people. Chris Abel, again, you can follow along on all of his many adventures at Real Chris Abel. That's with a K. So Real Kris Abel, Abel on Instagram. Chris, as always, such a pleasure. Have a great week. We'll speak again next Sunday.
Thanks. You too.